what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Fifth Wall. Today we'll be reviewing the movie Dark Waters.
Dark Waters is a standalone movie, and it stars Mark Ruffalo and Anne Hathaway. The movie was released November 22nd, 2019.
The story follows a corporate defense attorney named Rob Below, who helps out a family friend who claims that his cows are dying from poisonous drinking and bathing water. As he investigates, he stumbles upon something much bigger, DuPont's dark secret.
Now we're gonna move on to individual thoughts. So overall, I kind of like the movie. I mean, it was a pretty long movie. It was like over 2 hours.
It was a good 2 hours, 30
yeah,
minutes long.
It was very long, but I still enjoyed it. There's only a couple parts in the movie where I was bored, but I don't know. I mean, it's more of a serious movie, so that's to be expected. I mean, I didn't really look at any reviews going in, or have anything taint my opinion. So when I found out it was like a 95 Rotten Tomatoes, I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. So I wasn't really swayed one way or the other. Usually I look at Rotten Tomatoes score before I watch a movie, which is actually kind of bad because it kind of influences my decision. It kind of takes away. Yeah, it influences my decision, so I don't want that, so I didn't do it for this one. Overall, I mean, I thought some things that did pretty well were the pacing was pretty well. The cinematography and shots were all very good. There are a lot of beautiful and interesting shots. I think Andrew saw that. Yeah. And also, what's it called? Mark Ruffalo killed it. He was a great actor. And also, it was almost like a documentary, but not really. It was real life stuff. So it was had some meaning, it had some depth to it, but also it was just entertaining. So it kind of taught me a lot about DuPont. Actually,
the lawyer known to be DuPont's worst nightmare.
I didn't know about DuPont before this. To be honest, I didn't know what they were, but now that I know all this stuff.
The dude won $16.8 million.
I know, and they swept it all underneath the rug.
Exactly.
I was watching a thing, and it was an infomercial. It said no it was a pan. It said no PFOA. And I was like, hey, I know that. So yeah, I think it was a great educational. I don't know if I should.
It's nice to know what's going on from the other side of the country, because we live in California. It's we didn't have to worry about this, but
yeah,
it was cool that we got to see something that happened where that was a huge thing on the East and we weren't even aware of it.
It was kind of insane how DuPont almost got away with it too.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't for Rob's exceedingly high patience and determination, they probably would have gotten away with it. No one would care.
Because they took 69,000 blood samples and
in
2001, and the doctor didn't get back to him until 2008.
Yeah,
and he waited for so long.
And also, he's put his whole family.
He put his family life.
He was out of he was always working. He wasn't with his family much. That's really hard because he really loved his family. So
and he's sacrificing so much.
Sacrificed so much for that one guy, for that one farmhand, and he ended up winning all the people lots of money because they got their PFOA illnesses and cancers settled. So if it wasn't for him, a lot of people would be dead. Okay, now it's up to you.
Yeah, so I think I'm basically just gonna go off of what Luke said, because the movie had great cinematography. The camera work was very spectacular. I like how they moved the camera in different shots. When he was moving down the hallway, they had it sideways, and it was
it was on a second story thing.
It was on the roof, and it literally showed him walking through. So that was pretty cool.
Pretty interesting, yeah.
And then I like the detail in the story, because sure, it might not be full head on, but I think they did a really good job with tackling this problem head on, and actually making people notice what this attorney and this lawyer actually did, because he really made a huge change in the world. Because if it wasn't for him, he saved thousands to millions of lives.
Yeah. Also, there's a bigger picture. If DuPont got away with that, other companies could be doing worse.
And it would probably spread all over the country, so it would probably hit us at some point.
Also, DuPont owned basically everything. DuPont controlled the government, so if it wasn't for him, we could have major corporations like Disney doing that, putting harmful substances and knowingly poisoning people, stuff like that. So it kind of set a precedent, which was good.
Exactly.
And also updated environmental standards and
health monitoring.
Yeah, and also stopped companies from from putting like things that they don't know are harmful like into their products.
And I think that like started with the filter industry.
Yeah, like the EPA didn't even know what PFOA was.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge problem.
Because like he found that out himself.
Yeah, like the EPA wouldn't even.
And he went out of his own way to talk to doctors and chemists and figure out what this chemical would do and what it was and what it would do to yourself.
Also, no one except DuPont knew what PFOA was, so they couldn't regulate it and know that was harmful.
And they knew that they were poisoning people from the start.
Yeah.
Which was pretty bad.
Very bad.
Very bad for them.
Very, very bad.
But overall, I think Mark Ruffalo did a very good job. Anne Hathaway did a really good job as well. All the actors did so well in this movie, so props to them. Props to the movie studio. This movie was actually a very, very good movie.
So yeah, very good.
Because like I was going into this movie, I was like, Lucas, swear to God, if this movie was bad,
I'm
going to leave. And then I stayed for like the entire 2 hours because it was actually really good, and I was really intrigued.
See, it's a great movie if you're in the right mood for it. If you want like an action, gritty, intense kind of thing, don't go. This
is probably gonna be one of the best movies of 2019 besides the ones coming up. Joker,
I'm sorry, but Joker beats.
Yeah. Star Wars 9. We'll see how that comes out. Okay.
Disrespect. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We all know.
Kid who grew up loving Star Wars hates it. What?
Okay, Disney ruined
Yeah,
Star Wars.
exactly.
This is for the Star Wars review. No more.
Yeah. All right.
Coming up, guys.
We'll see that later. Okay.
Let's go into the rating.
Do you want a rating?
Yeah.
You want to rate it first?
I'll rate it first.
Okay.
Yeah. So overall, I went into this movie thinking it was like like the trailer depicted it as like a very action kind of gritty, intense kind of thing. But when I sat down and it started getting all serious, I actually liked that a lot more. I'd say, back to my point, if you're in the mood for something like more straight to the point, serious stuff or straight to the point and like lighthearted, don't go.
This is the movie.
No, this movie is not.
Oh, not lighthearted, but like if you want something serious and like something like about politics and like a problem that someone goes through knit and grit to solve, then I think this is a great movie for you.
I have to say, my ranking gotta be Satisfactory. I mean, I don't think I could put it on the same level as Joker. It's amazing. Get me wrong. It's like the high end of Satisfactory.
Don't get me wrong.
Close to what's it called?
Joker.
No. The top rating.
The top rating, amazing.
Okay, it's close. It's very close to amazing. It's like the high end, but it's not quite there. So I have to give it very Satisfactory. And yeah, I'd say the actors did a great job. Cinematography on fleek. Everything was pretty good, and yeah, I think they did a great job with it, and it was very educational. I didn't know DuPont was a thing for this, and I also didn't know the EPA was just like so behind this kind of stuff. It wasn't for it. And also it spreads awareness. This movie, it kind of helps people know what was going on. It's actually a nice history lesson too. So kudos to them and Satisfactory. How about you?
Shut up. I think I'm gonna put it at a Satisfactory as well. Cause like the thing is, I liked how at the end when they had like the movie like stopped and then they had like the factual. They went to a black screen and then they had like the factual like things listed on the side of the movie.
Really
and like I saw like what was really going on, and at the end it said that Rob is still finding a way to shut down DuPont forever. So this problem is still going on. So I think releasing this movie rose awareness for everybody to help him out and like to help everybody else out who's been affected by Teflon. And then I also liked how they used the real people in the movie.
Yeah.
Like in the part, like one of the scenes, they had the actual Rob Below and his wife in the movie, and then they had that Bucky Bailey dude in the gas station.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it was really cool. I'll probably rate that Satisfactory because of those things. Camera work stunning, actors work stunning. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this movie.
Okay, a little sidebar before we end this. I think since Midway, like I think I love when at the end they show like what the real people in the movie or what the real people of the movie's depicting look like. Like in Midway, the only part I really liked the movie is bad, but the only part I really liked about it is at the end they showed us side by side with each character, so like the real life equivalent, and it's just like I loved it. So I hope movies keep doing that, and I think that these two
They have to
movies,
make more movies like this.
Yeah.
Because I think these movies are really, like, really good. Because, like, they really fit with our culture. And, like, we really need more true story movies like this. And, like, stuff, like, that has happened in this world that we can learn about. Like, Midway, that was, like, big history. Because, like, we learned about it in, like, history class or whatever. But, like, seeing an actual movie about it was pretty cool. And then, like, this thing as well. The DuPont scandal with the water. I didn't even know this was actually a thing until I saw this movie.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Because like when this thing started, when this thing actually started going in like 2004 or 5, I was like 2 at the time, something like that.
Yeah.
So like we were really unaware of what like actually was going on in the world, but it was pretty cool to learn about like this was going on like during our lives.
It really helps spread awareness, yeah.
Yeah, it really does. And I think that's gonna be it. So
okay.
we will wrap it up.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
A little like view into what's gonna be going on. We're gonna review Star Wars 9, which is coming out December.
Maybe another movie before that if we can.
Maybe if we can see that, another. And then we're gonna have a blast of the past.
Maybe Frozen 2.
To finish off the year. Yeah, to finish off the year, we'll have a blast from the past.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then make sure you guys look out for our other videos. I will have a part 2 of Jedi Fallen Order coming out with the Let's Play walkthrough. So please look forward to that.
I'll also have my Modern Warfare video coming out. It's been super delayed. I've got
off for 2 months.
I've kind of been procrastinating. I got it the day of, and I started playing it.
Yep.
I've only filmed about like 2/3 of it so far, so I'll try to have it uploaded by the end of this weekend. And thanks guys for watching. Have a nice Thanksgiving break.
See you guys later. Peace.
Stop recording! Stop recording!
Mario Super Slugger is like messed up my arm. I was grinding out yesterday. Not gonna. You have to keep doing this.
This is blooper.
Just
Keep
my arm.
doing this.
You have to keep going like this.
You go.
When you bat,
Throw the remote at the TV.
okay, let's actually get on this.
I have to fix the camera now.
Oh my, this gotta be a blooper reel.
It will be, don't worry. Wait, I have an idea. Because we can't just say sinister, because, like, it's not that, like, sinister.
It kind of is.
But,
they're knowingly killing people for money.
That's
kind
true,
of sinister.
that's true. But, like, we gotta
Okay.
have a better word
Fine.
than sinister. Because, like, sinister secret, it's like 2 S's, and it's kind of...
Let's see.
DuPont.
Dark. You can say dark secret, but then it's dark wires. It's like,
Yeah, I know. Let's see.
Well kept. Yeah.
No. Anymore.
Oh, it was a secret, and then
Everybody
he exposed it, so
yeah.
it's still a freaking secret. Nah, maybe.
Malevolent plan? No.
Nah.
That's dumb. Ill-boding, ill-plotting, apocalyptic, black-hearted,
Maybe. And maybe. Freaking.
unpropitious. I've never heard any of these words.
Neither have I. DuPont's malevolent action.
Or we could just say DuPont's dark secret.
Yeah. Let's
I love how we're thinking
like
so
so,
much about this, and then we just go DuPont's dark secret.
Okay, you ready?
Hakalugi.
Okay, go.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.